COVID has taught us so much about the need for the human connection, or back to that again. The technology will continue, but that human connection continues to need to permeate our beings. It really does.
I'll add to that. And, I led employee experience for a few years. And one of the things that I felt I had to consult and reinforce with leaders is the need to be adaptive with their communication style, right? And when you think about technology, you need to understand your audience, right? Who are you serving? Even for your employees, who are you leading? Who are you coaching? And meet them where they're at. And for some of your employees, they may be the more digital age, and so you may find yourself in a Microsoft Teams chat or using a cloud-based software to stay connected, whether it's with resources and tools and things of that nature. But creating the space, the digital space, so that they feel connected to that organization. And then you have your other audience that, yes, you may have to tailor some things until you can start to bring them along on the journey towards the future. So I feel like as a leader, it's important to really be intentional about knowing who you serve and who you support, so that you can create the right digital spaces to support their career journeys. And so with that I know we're getting close on time. We didn't create the space for questions from our audience today, but if there are questions, we will be back in 2 weeks to take those questions with a live Q&A. Wade will return with us for that episode or that series, and we'll take your questions, but definitely come back with us in a couple of weeks. We can continue this conversation and continue talking about leading forward and empowering you in your career journey. But before we close out, one of the things that we really like to do is light each other's torch. Because while we find it important to, highlight topics that are trending right now in corporate America or corporate spaces, we give practical tips. We help you kind of, walk through that journey. But what's something that's really going to stick that you can carry from this conversation and feel motivated on your journey?